Alrighty, so I want to show you guys how you can make $100,000 a month offer for local businesses, whether it's contractors like that blue collar market. Again, this is what I've done. We've helped HVAC owners with HookSquare.com. If you guys couldn't tell, we help HVAC owners, but essentially we scaled that business very, very quickly. Matter of fact, $30,000 cash collected in less than 60 days, and then on upwards, we just continue to scale. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys the exact offer and the exact way that we built it out and laid it out for all of our clients to make sure that we guaranteed success, right? One of the kind of guarantees we threw out there was around 30 installs per month guaranteed. And I'm going to show you guys how you can do the exact same thing and throw out an irresistible, crazy offer just like that without getting any disputes. We got literally 0 disputes, and I want to do the exact same thing for you guys. So let's jump into it. Now let's take some notes here. So, actually, matter of fact, it's in the way, whatever. All right, so if you are serving any local contracting business, does not matter who it is, I have built and created one of the best offers. It's battle tested. I've done it ourselves, like we've done it ourselves for HVAC owners, as well as many others. Okay, so it's exactly what we're showing you guys today. And the thing is with contractors is essentially you really need to understand them, or you're gonna get run over, right? If you're maybe selling to contractors right now and you're having a hard time, they're probably running over, like literally running you over on the sales call, on the appointment setting call, and you're just kind of like, what the hell's going on? Like, is it me? Is it my offer? What is it, right? But even worse than that is when you get these types of people on as a client, they will make your life just terrible, right? And I know how it is. You deal with A-type personality people. These people don't want to open up about anything. They think that they know everything. They want to go strictly referrals. They don't want to try anything new. I know how they are. I used to be in the field myself. I used to work hand in hand every single day beside these people, right? So with that being said, I know how to handle and deal with these types of guys. That way we don't get run over on sales calls and they actually see us as the authority. Okay, so if you're that type of person right now, you're dealing with these people that are just running over, like literally running you over, and you're not sure like what to do. It's like, man, I get on a sales call and they just don't respect me. I have no authority, and they think they run the things. Well, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to kind of reframe them and to get yourself to be the authority, right? That's the biggest thing here. If you want to have good relationships, you need to be the authority, not them. You're the expert in what you do in the marketing, and they're the expert in what they do, okay? So the biggest thing in your offer is setting the right expectations, like I just kind of went over, so that your client knows what you'll be generating for them, but as well, they know what they need, they know where they stand and what they have to do in order to see results, right? Because think of it this way, and I've had many clients like this. We have generated them so many leads, we booked in so many estimates. Again, you guys might hear this from me, like, Jordan, that's not possible. We booked them in so many estimates to the point where we were getting calls from their prospects, the people that we booked in the calls with, saying, hey, where's the technician? No one showed up, right? You guys have to be kind of strategic with who you pick and who you work with, because at the end of the day, you can have the best results for someone, get them 100 leads, and they will always say, hey, your leads suck, they're unqualified. You're not giving me anything here. What is this? Go to bed. You're not giving me anything good. I'm done, right? So we need to make sure that we don't have that happen. And again, this is all the things I'm going to show you guys today in this video. So let's jump right into it. Alrighty. So creating effective creating effective contract offers. First things first, you need to understand contractors. If you do not understand contractors, how can you make up an offer that will resonate with them, right? As well, once you're working with contractors and you understand the contractor, you will then understand that they don't really have any sort of lines or anything that they stop. They will go above and beyond to do things, and they'll be a little bit extra. Again, where I'm going with this is if you don't set the expectations clearly, then they're going to run you over, and they're going to go above and beyond to do whatever they can to make your life miserable. Okay, so we need to set correct expectations, and if you do these two things correctly, you'll be avoiding any sort of chargebacks. Like I mentioned, we worked with only HVAC contractors, and again, doesn't matter what industry what service they do, plumbers, painters, roofers, solar, HVAC. These guys are all the exact same types of people at the end of the day, right? It's just different services. So I'm going to show you guys how to also get and avoid chargebacks because we didn't get a single one, right? First things first, understanding contractors, right? You need to understand the person a lot more in depth than you think you do. You need to be able to know what they're like, what's their personality, what they do, things they like, things that they don't like, how they talk. If you guys understand the type of person you're talking to, the type of person you're selling to and working with, you'll be able to sell anything to them. Why? Because if you can talk like them, you can understand what they understand the way they think and start to kind of look from their lens. You will be able to gain trust and authority a lot faster. Okay, so the first thing here is their desirable thing. Like, what do they desire? HVAC owners, they wanted a lot of AC installs, right? That's the desirable thing. They want that. If they can have that, they would love it, right? As well, this needs to be very realistic within the offer. You need to figure out what they desire, okay, and build an offer around that. As well, for example, HVAC owners, just because that's what we did, we made an offer that was very realistic, but as well, it wasn't too realistic to the point where it's like, oh, I can do that tomorrow myself. It was to the point where it's like, we're walking that gray line. It's like, oh, I don't know if this is even true, or, I don't know if I can do that myself. But they all wanted it. Every single person wants 30 installs, which is one AC install a day. They all want it. The bigger companies, they do this no problem, right? Bigger companies will triple that. But for the smaller guys, and even bigger companies, like one AC install a day, that's amazing, right? So we were able to talk to everyone, but we're mainly targeting the bigger guys, and 30 installs to anyone, it's going to help their business grow, right? So at the same time, it was walking that fine line of like unrealistic, but it's very, very doable. But as well, what I'm going to get at here is we didn't say, hey, we'll get you 5 installs. Because why? End of the day, they know they can do that themselves, right? Even if you got them 5 installs and that's all you got them, and they were in profits, like they were profiting a shit ton, they would still like that. But you can't put that in the front offer because there's so many other people out there that are putting out these massive guarantees, okay? But as well, guys, keep in mind, you need to make sure that you hit these numbers. And again, I'll kind of show you guys how to do that maybe in another video. But our offer was so walking that like thin line, gray line, that people wanted it. It's tangible. They can get it. They can reach for it. It's they need a stool right now. So it needs to be realistic, but it can't be too easy, or else they won't want to do it with you. As well, they're easygoing people, and they very, very, very appreciate human interaction. I see a lot of people trying to do this AI stuff, trying to do whatever they can, these AI appointment setting people, these AI conversational bots with HVAC owners or any sort of contractor for that matter. Guys, it won't work. I don't care what anyone has to say. I've been in many, many courses. I've literally, probably only myself have I seen this much success with contractors. Given I have all the experience, I know them in and out. I know how they act. I know everything about these people because I've studied it. And again, I've also been in the trades. But they're very easygoing people. Don't overcomplicate it, and don't try to do things to avoid talking to them. If you can be personable, talk to them like a human, they appreciate that. Why? What do they do when they go to a job site? They meet new people every single day, right? They meet new homeowners. They're talking to people all the time, right? As a business owner, they appreciate that personal and personable conversation versus all this other stuff to just kind of skip and bypass it, okay? So that's one thing. You've got to understand the contractors, understand how they are, what they're looking for, and what their real wants are, okay? Now, I'm going to do a quick offer today around landscape companies. Again, you guys can take this for whatever niche you kind of already work with, or for the new niche that you're looking to start up your agency with. Okay, so first things first is, what do they do? Well, landscape companies, they do, for example, let's just say hardscape. What's hardscape? So it's like stones and all that kind of like stonework and pools. So for example, hardscape, well, pools, backyards, right? These are all things that they do, okay? And just for the sake of the video, so let's put like stonework. So there's many different types of landscape companies, but again, I'm not just talking about like guys that cut grass. It's not what we're looking for, because they make minuscule amounts, right? They work off volume. We're looking for guys that they go in, they make $50,000, $100,000, $200,000 for every single project they do. How many a month? Well, pools, you can't do that many, but let's just say 10 to 15, right? 10 to 15 might, again, a bigger company can handle these. That's what we're trying to talk to, right? We're not trying to talk to the one-man crew. They maybe 2 in a month they could do, 3 in a month, right? So who do we want to work with? We want to work with guys doing, let's say, companies over 3 million a year, okay? That's our call out. This is the person we're looking for. This is the person we're speaking to. So companies over 3 million a year, okay? And what do they want? They want pool installs, just for example, okay? Pool installs. So what do they do? Stonework, pools, backyards. Guys, people that you service or you help might have multiple services. Find the one that they like. Find the one thing that they love. For this, for example, the sake of the video, pools. How many? We'll do 10 to 15. And who do we want to work with? We want to work with companies doing over 3 million a year. What do they want? They want pool installs, okay? So take a look at this graphic here. What do they want? Well, desirable thing. So we're aiming for a balance between the aspiration and realism, right? It has to be realistic, but it can't be too realistic to the point like, hey, I'll do it myself. Monthly work volume, understanding the ideal workload per month. It cannot be unrealistic, guys. You can't tell a company that they're going to do 100 pool installs a month. It's unrealistic, and they'll never click on your ad, okay? That offer is just too unrealistic. Ideal clients, we are identifying and targeting preferred clientele, the people that we want to work with, okay? So we're gonna reverse engineer your guarantee. Again, I'm building out this entire offer with you guys. This is how you guys should do the exact same thing. Every single step that I do here, I want you guys to do it yourself. Do your research. Reverse engineer your guarantee, okay? So what's the average cost per book call? Well, almost in any trade, it's in and around 200 to 250. So for every $200, $250 they spend, they'll have a new estimate, okay? So this is an estimate. Let's put this like this. That way we all know. So every $200, $250 they spend, they get a new estimate. Now, what's the monthly ad spend that they have? Well, you got to think. Are you targeting guys looking to do like $100,000 jobs? They might need a little bit more of an ad spend, right? It might be a little bit harder to find like that specific person looking for that. The homeowner looking to install a pool is not going to be the exact same amount of people looking to get their grass cut, right? Why? Because one's super high ticket and one's really low ticket. One thing they need every so often, every other week, and one thing they need every 10 years. The pool, you don't need it every single week. And I'm talking about installing it. Not obviously you can use your pool every single week, but install side. Monthly ad spend for the sake of this video, $4,000. Okay. Now, how do we determine how many appointments we're gonna get? And again, what I'm doing here, guys, is reverse engineering my guarantee to see what numbers I can actually hit with an ad spend of $4,000. Okay. So cost per book call, let's say 250. Okay, divided by ad spend. Oh, sorry, no, that's backwards. It's $4,000 divided by 250. Okay, and this is going to give us our number of appointments. So was that 4, 8, 12, 16. 16 appointments a month with a $4,000 ad budget is what we can do. Okay, now how many closes are they going to get? Because again, we need to know how much revenue we can generate people before we start throwing out these massive guarantees. Number of appointments, 16. Let's say divided by, it's going to be times 0.3. Reason I'm saying this is because typically on average it's around a 30% close rate. So if they go to 16 appointments, I'll do the math here on my phone. Let's see. So 16 times 0.3, it's around 4.8 sales. Okay, guys? So 4.8, we'll call it 5. Round it up. It's 5 deals. So 5 deals in 1 month. Again, if they hit these numbers, you need to be making sure that they hit $200 to $250 cost per estimate, cost per book call, whatever you want to call it. And as well, they need to make sure that once you generate the 16 appointments, that they're closing at a 0.3%, which is a 30%, okay? If they are not, the numbers will all be screwed around with. So you need to make sure when you're setting expectations, here's what I do. I will generate you this, right? But the only thing is, to see success, you need to be doing this. I can generate you 16, but you need to be closing at 30%, right? Again, you guys can play the numbers however you want it to be. Some industries are different, some industries are more, some industries are less. Okay, so I'm going based off of what I know is like the industry average across the board. So 5 deals in 1 month with a $4,000 ad spend. Okay, now to figure out how much, essentially, it's called CAC. You need to figure out your CAC is basically the cost per acquisition. How much do they need to pay in order to get a new client? Because when you're running ads, you want to be able to be able to successfully profit by buying new clients. So if we did 4,000 divided by 5, again, 4,000 ad spend divided by 5 clients, that gives us $800 CAC. Okay, so for every $800 our client spends, they get a brand new client, and maybe that client's worth, who knows? We got 5 deals a month. Pools, let's just go with 20K. Okay, so realistically, 20K times 5. Again, I'm just throwing numbers out there, guys. That's $100,000 a month we can generate for them, right? And to give you guys somewhat of an idea, it takes in and around 4 to 5% of your desired outcome. So if you want to make $100,000, it takes 4 to 5% of that goal to put into marketing to get that sort of end result. So for here, 4 to 5% of 100,000 is 4,000 to 5,000, right? So this all adds up correctly, and this is exactly how you guys should be structuring your offer. Again, you got to do this yourself. You need to design everything, but on average, guys, this is what it looks like. Okay, so I'll break it down one more time. Average cost per book call, cost per book customer is what we're looking for. Total advertising expenses, so monthly ad spend budget, the initial customer interactions, so number of appointments that you set, successful sales, so number of closes they had, and the final number that you really, really want here is the final cost per acquired customer, or how we call it, customer acquisition cost. Okay, so guys, this is how it's done, and this is how you calculate your customer acquisition. Very, very important, because you want to go into these calls knowing your numbers. Okay, once you close a client, your job does not stop there. It actually just starts. Okay, closing them is the easy part. Now, setting the expectations with new clients is the most important thing, guys. I can't stress enough. I would do whatever I could on a call to scare someone away, because I'm only looking to work with the best quality guys. You can't make money with people that are cheap, broke mindset. Why? Because at the end of the day, they will quit. They will quit before they see anything. And whose fault is that? They're going to say it's you, but it's them. Right? So we need to make sure that we don't work with any of these people. So you need to set the expectations on the scope of work. I do this, this, and this, nothing outside of this. If it's something outside of the work that I'm talking about here, in this contract, it's going to be an extra cost. We clearly state that. As well, we set realistic goals. So they might come in here, you have a 30 install offer, but let's go up here. Maybe your offer is, we'll get you 16 appointments. Again, just for the sake of the video, I hope it's not only 16 appointments. 16 appointments, but they only want to spend $1,000. Well, you know that the numbers are $200 to $250 an estimate. That's not going to work. They're going to get 4 appointments because you know the industry averages are these numbers. That's why it's very important to know your clientele, know who they are, know the type of person they are, the type of work, everything. You need to know more than them. If you don't, you will not see success. That's just it. Okay? So set realistic goals, right? So if someone can't spend $4,000, you need to set the realistic goals of what they can do and what they will achieve. Explain the process. You need to explain to them what's going to be going on, how long it's going to take, the time frame, what they need to do before anything starts. Set all this up, explain the actual process. Once you do that, and the reason why we set expectations, because it builds trust and authority. People who don't have a backbone, people who aren't the boss, the people that know their shit, these people who don't know these things, they will get walked all over. They will say, hey, yeah, no problem, we can do that. No, sure, yeah, add it on. No. The people that you're going to be are the ones that build trust and authority. And how you do that, you have a backbone. You stand up to what you know. You know that whatever you know is right, and that these people, they only know the labor side of things. You're the expert. Do not let them question you. If they question you, You're going to act like you're offended in such a way because you work with these types of people like them and even bigger every single day. So why are you letting this guy question you when you know what works, right? They came to you. You didn't go to them. They came to you. If you're running ads, obviously. If you're doing cold outreach, it's a little bit different. It's a little harder to have that trust and authority because, again, you did reach out to them. But keep in mind, managing risks, okay? When we set expectations, it's going to manage the risk level, the risk factor. Why? Because we're setting expectations like, hey, we do this. The only way you can see success, though, is if you do this, this, and this. If you don't, this is what's going to happen, right? Letting them know, if you don't do anything, this is what's going to happen. You need to be the authority and have the backbone to set. Again, you're not just trying to say I'm the big dog here and you don't know anything, but you want to make sure that they respect you. If they don't respect you, forget it. Okay, guys? And as well, you might think, Dorian, why are you going on about this? Like, this is expectations. Like, I got this. I promise you guys, if you don't set expectations, you will have one hell of a time. And that's one thing that I harp on, even with all of our partners. Set the expectations. Okay? As well, it reduces the scope creep. So basically, again, it's just, you don't want to have, for example, a super long onboarding process and you told them it's going to be a week. Things will start to creep up to you. You're going to have such a bad time with this client because, again, you set the wrong expectations. Okay? So just be completely front open and honest, and you will get better results with your clients, and they will stay longer, and you'll get more money out of them. So setting expectations, scope of work, okay? Let them know what's going on. Set realistic goals. After you explain what's going on, you set the goals, explain the process. How are you going to get them to these goals, okay? Once that's done, you explain the process, you're going to establish dominance, authority, trust, and this is going to build a trust and authority for you. From here, we're going to manage all the risks. We're going to let them know what happens if they don't do this, this, and this. Same, likewise, goes for you. And again, this reduces scope creep. Okay? Fulfillment and deliverables. So in order to use an infinite leverage system, the system that we use, we need to be charging high ticket and only high ticket, or you'll not see success. If I charge someone 10 grand, do you think they'd be running away from me and not wanting to see results? Versus the guy who spends $500 and it's only $500 to him, he doesn't care. You need to have a large investment if you want someone to stick around and care for the results. If I tell someone, hey, you need to go do this, and they only invested $500, they don't care. So sell high ticket, only high ticket, and people will start to respect you, and you'll gain the trust and authority that you want. Okay? But in order to sell high ticket, we need to make sure that we are also providing enough value that separates us in competition and puts us in our own ocean. How do we do this? Well, I'm going to show you this in a second. But guys, you can't sell high ticket if you don't have high ticket value, right? And if you're just starting out, you don't have to go charge 10 grand, 20 grand. You can charge 2 grand, 3 grand, but don't sell anything under $1,000 because it's not going to be worth your time, and you're going to be going in and out of people that don't respect you. It'll be a disaster. I promise you. Okay? So landscape company examples. What are their struggles? Well, I already wrote them out here. Here's a few of them. Finding quality clients. That's one struggle. They're strictly referral based. They don't have a marketing team, only referrals. So when winter comes, things slow right down. Again, winter kills profits. If you're only making money in the summer and you're doing nothing in the winter, you're not really making money. You're making money to survive. Too busy to take calls with new prospects. Majority of the time, these guys are on the site. They can't take calls. Maybe they're doing work. They have a crane lift to bring the pool in. They don't have time to speak with new clients. You guys need to be able to kind of take out that pain point and relieve it of their dues, okay? And the lack of sales ability, okay? And obviously many more. But here's 5 solid landscape company examples of the struggles that they face every single day, okay? Now here's the offer you're going to do for either them or any other niche out there. Here's the 3 pillars. Pillar 1, targeting quality prospects. Google ads, Facebook ads, referral activation. What this means, and again, this is what we do for all of our prospects. So not prospects, all of our partners. So I'm not going to get into too much depth, but you can reactivate any sort of old leads that they have, and it accounts for your sale. Okay, as well, doing competitors analysis, making sure that you know what works in their industry and in their area. Pillar number 2 is estimate setting. Okay, So AI dispatcher, a human dispatcher is kind of what we like and we prefer. Again, there's that human interaction, one-to-one. You're going to do qualification for them, as well as you have back-end automations for them. We want to limit the amount of work that they have to do. If you can free up their time and make them more money, they will be more than happy and more appreciative of what you do for them. Those two things everyone loves, time and money. We all want the most time in the world, and we all want the most money in the world. If you can make them save time and make more money, that is the best offer you can give to them. Okay? And then pillar number 3 is the deal closing and upsells. So you're gonna give them a sales process to follow. Everyone's doing the exact same thing. Sales material, whether it's like tracking systems, maybe a script or something, framework they can follow along with, and upsell systems. If you can make them more money in the back end than the front end, they will be laughing. Okay? And if you can make them more money in the back end, that means they're making more money every single day without having to spend money. Okay, guys? So these are all probably like automations, email marketing, things like that in the back end that will allow them to upsell their products. Alrighty? Now, breaking all out, here's what it looks like. Struggles faced by companies. Okay? Finding quality clients. They're strictly referral based. The winner kills their profits. Too busy to take calls. Lack of sales ability, and other struggles that could be there. Obviously, there's more. Now, with that, targeting quality prospects, well, you need to make sure that you pick the right platform. Is it Google? Is it Facebook? Is it making sure that the referral campaign is doing amazing, and the competitors analysis? Okay, guys, we help with all of our partners pick and choose the best platform to make sure that they're getting their clients the best results. Look, if my clients don't make money, actually, let me rephrase this. If my clients' clients don't make money, that means my clients aren't making money. If my clients aren't making money, I'm not making money. It's a ladder. I need to make sure that you guys are getting results for your clients, that you're happy, you're making money, exactly how I guarantee that you'll be making money. And from that, I'll benefit from it down the line, right? But again, this is only strictly for our partners. I'm not going to tell you guys which is the best route to go for, whether if you're an HVAC, you're a roofer, or whatever whatever type of agency you run. Okay. From here, after you pick the right platform, it's estimate. We need to make sure that we're setting these appointments up. We're getting to these leads. We're calling the leads. We're qualifying the leads. We have back-end automations going on. AI dispatcher, human dispatcher, qualification, back-end automations. Okay. And then the deal closings and upsells. So after we get the estimate all sent out, we need to make sure that our clients are closing these deals. Or I guess I should say your clients are closing these deals. Because if they aren't, they're not renewing. You're not making any more money off them than the initial investment. Okay? And then if you don't make any sort of money for them, you're going to get chargebacks and disputes. It'll be a whole disaster. So sales process, we're going to dial that in for you. The sales material, we already have all these templates and everything for all of our partners. They get full access. You guys don't have to make, again, let me rephrase all this. We already know what works. We have it all for you. You guys don't have to do this. We know it works. We've went through the trials and errors. Guys, we've tested. We spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in ads with our clients, our own accounts. We know it works. Okay? That's why we have all the tracking systems that you can use for your own agency as well as your clients. That way you guys can track what's working and track what's not working and make the right decisions. Okay? As well, we have an entire upsell system that you guys can use, not only for yourself, but again for your clients. It's this exact same thing that we used within HookSquare. All right. So, guys, this is the infinite leverage system that many have used, including my own agency, like I mentioned, HookSquare.com, that I personally scaled with my partner Damien to $30,000 a month in less than 60 days. And when I say $30,000 a month, I don't mean a contract. I'm talking cash collected. Okay, huge difference. Some people say, "Oh, I made $30,000 this month in revenue in contract." No. We made $30,000 cash collected in our bank account in less than 60 days. Okay, guys? As well, we had many others. We had Mondo went from $20K a month to now doing $90K a month helping concrete contractors. We have Wajid, actually, he just joined the course about 2 weeks ago. He went from course to course and struggling for over a year. And he literally switched within 4 days using our exact offer, our exact system, the infinite leverage system. He went ahead and closed a $6,000 deal in the first 4 days of running ads, and he only had spent $200. That's it. He had 30x ROI in 4 days, and he went through an entire year of not seeing results. to only needing 4 days with a new offer, a new structured campaign, and he was good to go. As well, we have Christian. He's actually using this to help home renovation companies. So kitchen installs, bathroom installs, like basement installs, all those types of things, like just a general home renovation company. He got 4 qualified bookings within the first 3 days. As well, he had an average CPL of $996, and I think it may have actually went down. I'll have to speak to him about that. But yes, so guys, you guys understand, it's not just us, it's not just Hook Square, the logo behind me, the logo I'm wearing. We're not the only ones that see success. Mondo did. Wajid sees success. Christian's seeing success, and many others. Okay, so again, if you guys are interested in kind of working with me, if you guys don't want to do all the implementation yourself, if you just want the system right away, by all means, click the link below. But guys, I'm not here to sell you anything. I want to make sure that you guys make money before you come to me and I ask you for money. It's the only way this works, right? You need to have money, you need to be able to make money before you can say, hey, Dorian, I love your process, right? Let's work together so we can scale your offer. If you're at that point right now, it's like, Dorian, I'm not too sure. All I want you to do is watch the couple next videos, continue to look at my content, go through it, because I want you guys to make money before you come to me asking to give me money. That's how I am. Okay, so I give out free gems every single week, 3 to 4 times a week. YouTube videos, Instagram videos. So make sure to follow up with everything in the links down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you in the next one. And every single link will be in the description. Whether you want to partner with me now, look at my content, follow me on Instagram, YouTube, whatever it is. I'll see you guys in the next.